Said I've been up and I've been down.
I've always lived a life fantastic.
Said I've been played and I've played around.
I always landed on my feet.
There have been bumps along the way,
But I had to take my chances.
and other times when I so great.
But you were standing there to grace me.
With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
And with the same arms you would love me. Yeah.
whenever I call,
Always there to forgive me.
if ever I fall,
Standing at the ready to receive me. Yeah.
whenever I call,
Sometimes the stakes seem so high,
we're going deeper.
and the love felt much lower.
You were great, it ain't no secret.
No grace from any man.
Why don't you quit while you can still quit?
And then you say, come take my hand.
That wasn't me, it was something holy.
With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
And with the same arms you would love me. Yeah.
whenever I call,
Always there to forgive me.
if ever I fall,
Standing at the ready to receive me.
whenever I
Wanna say
fall,
it again. With open arms you would catch me.
if ever I fall,
And with the same arms you would love me. Yeah.
whenever I call,
Always there to forgive me.
if ever I fall,
Standing at the ready to receive me. Yeah.
not
Oh,
gonna worry, not gonna worry,
oh, no, no, no.
not gonna worry, not gonna worry,
Never gonna worry now, now.
not gonna worry, not gonna worry,
'Cause you're always there.
not gonna worry, never gonna worry.
Never gonna worry, no, no, no.
Don't worry about my lifestyle profile, it's just what I was made of. Disappointment or disapproval from the heavens, only thing I'm afraid of. I'm the nuisance child, grew up in the lowest tax bracket percentile with loud. So of course I'm bitter, got recourse for them hecklers who try to modify me. But if you can't control these streets, how can you get me?
With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
And with the same arms you would love me. Yeah.
whenever I call,
Always there to forgive me.
if ever I fall,
Standing at the ready to receive me. TP, come on and sing.
with open arms you would catch me.
Yeah.
If ever I fall,
And with the same arms you will love me.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
always there to forgive me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Standing at the ready to receive me.
Say it again, say it again, say it again. Oh, yeah.
And with the same arms you will love me.
Come on, say it.
Always there to forgive me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Standing at the ready to. If ever I fall, whenever I call,
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.
Okay, let me see here. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's see if. All right, so I got some sound here. All right, so I got sound. You guys should be able to hear me. Got that. Thank y'all so very much. Well, first of all, that means you didn't hear any of that little phenomenal intro that I did. No, I'm playing. Um, First of all, shout out to all the members. Shout out to all of you that are joining me to the Mad Church Disease podcast. Thank y'all so much. I'm your humble host and servant, MarcellusMcMillian. I'm very grateful to be with you guys on tonight. If you are a member of my channel, and I did a membership live earlier in the day, you guys can tell. That I took a nap. And so I took a nap so that I could kind of have a little bit more energy because I spent all day out yesterday. I was out with friends and we had a wonderful time. Shout out to Patsy for dropping me some purple hearts. That's our new thing over here at the Mad Church Disease channel. Go ahead and drop those purple hearts in here to show your love for the program. And I really do appreciate all of you that are doing that. Daryl, thank you so much. Let me just send some shout outs to all of you that are here with me. Betty Yellick, of course. I love me some Betty Yellick. Shanice, thank you for joining me, Shanice. I appreciate you joining me. Good evening to you as well, Shanice. Moni No Love, of course. Of course, we got Daryl Moore with us. We got Angela Smith with us as well. Angela, I hope you were able to work out what you needed to work out. Shout out to Gerald, who is here as well. Miss Lex, thank you so very much. Sharon T. Leonard, shout out to you as well. I don't know how to say this. Is it Queen Hadassah? All right. Yours truly. You I'm about to mention something here. I don't know anything about it, but y'all can help me out. And I might even put a link so somebody can come up here and explain to me what happened because I don't know. I don't be watching these people. Good evening, Melanie, Patsy. Of course, we got Patsy. We got Christine Parks is here with us as well. And then we went into our no sound situation. Says that woman looks like Mrs. Potato Head. What woman? Oh, you talking about Rosalind? I'm like, what woman? We just getting started. Okay. Whoever else is here. Who else is here? Who else is here? Let me scroll down. Marlo, Mario. I'm sorry, Mario. Lynn Pearson is also in this chat here. I saw Lynn. His only wifey, good to see you here as well. Fitness Forever, just everybody who's in the chat. And if I didn't call your name, it's not because I'm not trying to. Pros Perpetuity, is that how you say your situation? Beauty for Ashes, of course. Shout out to all of you that are putting the purple hearts in the chat. I appreciate that as well. Lynn Pearson, thank you so much. Yours truly. Beauty for Ashes. Sharon T. Leonard, shout out to all of y'all. Purple Hearts for Uncle Fred, TT, Christine Park, Seabree, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you. Hey, Keisha, good to have you with us here tonight as well. Y'all know I got a little road. We got a little bit of a road to travel here, but I'm going to take my time because apparently I don't know what's going on. Y'all going to have to tell me in this chat. So y'all get y'all fingers ready to start typing. Can somebody explain to me what happened between William McCray? I'm hearing something about William McCray and a $17,000 payment and some kind of he was set up for something. I don't know what the whole situation is. Y'all gonna have to tell me because I wasn't watching whatever was going on. And I'll have to go back and look at it. But apparently somebody said William and had a $17,000 setup. That's how it was sent to me on my phone. I don't know anything about it. Only thing I could tell you is I don't know what's going on. I have to go do some research when we get out for this live, and then you or somebody gonna have to come up here and tell me what happened because I literally do not know. And this is here our juke joint, so we can do whatever we want whenever we want. So we're gonna get to Roslyn Weems and the Larry Reid connection. But I just want to, first of all, I have no idea what happened. fitness. Apparently there must have been some live. Somebody said William went off script in some kind of way. There was a $17,000 uh, uh, grift of some sort. I don't know anything about it. I don't know nothing. I'll if it's still up or something, if somebody don't download it, y'all go download it so y'all can share it with me. Because I have no idea. Lord have mercy. I have no idea. So I really don't. And that just goes to show you guys, I don't watch these people. I really don't. So I don't know what's be going on with them. Let me just first of all also send a shout out to Dawson Speaks today. Dawson has been very encouraging to me over the last several weeks and months, and just really over the length of time that we've supported one another's channels and so forth. And so I just want to send a shout out to Dawson Speaks. If you're not subscribed to Dawson Speaks on YouTube, you definitely need to be doing so. Fitness is forever. Lord have mercy. Y'all listen. Listen. Just give me the rundown. Somebody give me the rundown. Okay, let me put my link in. I'm dropping a link. This is for somebody who can come up here and explain to me what done happened, because I don't know what you're talking about. I literally don't. Y'all been blowing my phone up. I done got 3-4 emails. I don't know anything about William and whatever conversation he had with Dr. Dingleberry. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. What's up, Dog Cigar Mafia? Good to see you. Man, that was the wrong one. If you're watching me on Facebook, please make sure that you give me some thumbs up. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please heart the video. Y'all know there's a little heart down by the chat button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the hearts and the smiley faces and etc. Because I have absolutely no idea what's going on with that other situation. I'll find out, and we maybe have to talk about it tomorrow, but I literally do not know. I have no clue. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. All right. And if somebody don't come up here and explain it to me, we're going to move on. But anyway, so yesterday I was out with my friends, and we started off having breakfast, and we had breakfast. Then the mimosas started flowing. And once those mimosas started flowing and everybody started feeling good, then it became, okay, well, let me see what's going on. And so what I decided to do was tell my friends about the Beauty in Black series by Tyler Perry, because there's really no show that I like that Tyler Perry's really ever done. I'm just going to be honest. Now, I like some of his plays. I've been to some of his plays. But as far as the movies are concerned, the only one I really like was The Family That Prays Together. And that was the one with Kathy Bates in it, because I love Kathy Bates. And so I like that movie. That movie was really good. And so I've just never really watched Tyler Perry like that. But I was at my sister's, you guys know that, a couple of weeks ago, about a week or two ago. And when I was at my sister's, I said, okay, well, I'm going to start, just relaxing. I'm going to watch some of this Netflix over here. Well, what had happened was I started this Beauty in Black series, and that thing got me hooked. When I tell you that Beauty in Black series got me so hooked, I was like, this is really good. And now some of the scenes, of course, are a little drawn out. But other than that, I mean, let me tell you, it was really good. Wait a minute. What's somebody saying? Hold on now. What's going on now? Wait a minute. They done outed the lady Genesis Warren on the show and everything. Well, y'all knew she was a lesbian. What y'all mean outed? We been knew she was a lesbian. What you mean? Yours truly, did she told us she was a lesbian a long time ago? Or she was trying to pretend like she wasn't no lesbian or something, unless something done flipped up that I don't know nothing about. But that ain't no surprise to me. That ain't no surprise. From what I understood, she came out and told everybody a long time ago, but she said that she was a delivered lesbian. And I told y'all when she was messing with Lamar Whitehead, just bothering him back and forth, her and Larry, I was like, oh, no, something ain't right about this lady. And so I was like, nope, not falling for it. So yeah. Yeah, I need for those of you that know what's going on. But somebody send me y'all just send me a link and I'll go over there and try to learn it and figure out what's going on. Hey, fitness is everything. Yeah. Bates, yeah, she's one of my favorites actually. I love Kathy Bates, and I fell in love with Kathy Bates way back there in Misery. I think Misery was one of the first movies I saw of hers, and then Dolores Claiborne, and then some of those other movies. I mean, she's just phenomenal. I mean, she's just really, really good. I love me some Kathy Bates. Um, Moni said she couldn't get past episode number 1. Well, you should have tried, because by episode 2, I was hooked. It was episode 2 that got me hooked, Moni. So you needed to go past episode 1, because episode 1 is always slow with these series. So let me see here. Yeah, and you know what? I started to watch the Madlock thing, Fitness is Everything, but here's the problem. I started on Amazon Prime and they gave you the first season for free. And then when you get ready to go watch the second season, they tell me, oh, you got to subscribe to Paramount Plus. I'm like, I got enough subscriptions. I'm not buying no more stuff. They better, these subscription people better figure something out. They better figure something out. They better figure something out. And here's an idea. Netflix has millions of subscribers. Y'all need to go over there and tell them people we'll give you an extra $2 a month per subscription or something. So if you need to add Paramount Plus, it's $2. If you need to add any of these others, just $2, $2. And that way you get your $2 and you have millions of subscribers from Netflix, and that'll help you out, and you guys will just renew your stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody gonna be subscribing to all of this stuff, because I know I don't. I'm just saying. Maybe is this another conversation that I don't know nothing about? Huh? What? I don't know what that's all about. Well, I'm going to be talking about Roslyn Weems here in a minute. We're going to get there. Because I got to go over something with you, and that ain't going to take me that long anyway. That's why I said I'm fine. So y'all just stick around. We're having a good little discussion. Oh, you said ousted. Oh, okay. Well, I thought that they maybe confirm what I was already thinking. We already know. Well, I'm just saying, because anybody hanging out with Larry is going to be suspect to me. So I'm sorry. I take that back if that was necessary, but I'm just here to tell you, I've always thought the lady was a lesbian anyway. A lot of these women are these rough, preaching, graspy old women is a bunch of, closeted lesbians. That's just what they are. It is what it is. Oh Lord, moving right along. Misery was great, and I did love that as well. Ooh, so Lisa done messed around and gave out some private information. Well, this wouldn't be the first time she's done that. She's done that with one of her former lovers. She gave out some private information. And that's how a content creator I know got the information, because she was running off at her mouth to one of her former lovers, and that's how the content creator got the information. Because people don't want to believe folks when they tell them stuff, and we tell y'all stuff, and Daryl done told us all that stuff, some stuff about them. Yeah, and I'm not paying for no commercials. Yeah, you think I'm gonna pay for some commercials? No. You need to do what you need to do. Hey, Shy, good to have you with us on today. Appreciate you. Sheridan, good to have you here. Bishop Nino Brown calling her Biggie Biggs on live will always send me. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, she is. Well, let me go on. Let me hush. Sheridan, you done started me. Anyway, shout out to all of y'all. So tonight I wanted to come on here tonight and just talk a little bit about the Roslyn Weems and Larry Reid connection. Now, if you are unfamiliar with who Roslyn Weems is, I did a video on this channel that you can go back and you can find on the channel where we dealt with the Patreon grift that her and Dr. Dingleberry participated in. Now, Dr. Dingleberry, Larry Reid, and I kind of went over, what went down with her paperwork because the United States government was after her. If I'm not mistaken, she's due to be sentenced on tomorrow unless they've postponed it. They may hide the sentencing information because, they may keep it from us, or close it or seal it up, as they say. So we may not necessarily get all access to that information, but I did want to go over a couple of things with you guys today, because I have been speaking with content creators and people in behind the scenes who have most certainly been making me aware of some of the things that with this woman. And so we're just going to talk about it. I'm going to show you a couple of documents here in a second. And these documents are just going to give you a little bit of a better understanding of what the situation was when it comes to her. So let me go ahead and pull up both of these documents while I can. And I'm here. So we may as well do that. Let's go ahead and lower that down here. Which one do I want to show first? Which one do I want to show first? All right, let's go here. Let's go here and we'll show this document first. Now, before I do that, I want you all to understand something. When you are a financial planner, or when you are someone who deals with finances, in many cases, you are required to be licensed. You need to be licensed because we have what they call a fiduciary responsibility to our clients. What that means is you must leave your client. When you walk away from your client needs to be made whole or be in the same place that they were before. And I can't remember the term right now. It slips my mind. But there is a financial term, and it's got my brain fried right now. But you need to leave your client whole. Your client cannot be in a worse off position after knowing you than when they were before they knew you. So in other words, when your clients come to you, you need to be able to help them and not harm them. And I think when it comes to this grifting situation with Larry Reid and with Bishop Bernard Jordan and all of these guys, if you guys will look at how these people are working, so many of these people were doing certain things and doing certain stuff. And I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted here just for a moment. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. But when you're dealing with some of these individuals, you just have to understand what you're dealing with. And so let's start with Bishop Jordan here, Bernard Jordan. Bernard Jordan is an individual who has been in preaching and been in this whole, prosperity and sort of prophecy sort of thing for quite some time. From my understanding and from my research so far, Bernard Jordan was the originator of how Dr. Dingleberry and Roslyn Weems connected. It was through his relationship with Bishop Bernard Jordan that he was able to connect with Roslyn Weems. Now, here is the interesting thing about that, ladies and gentlemen. When thank you. I need a little bit more weight loss, Miss Lex. I'm kind of not feeling like I'm doing the best I can right now. And I'm just saying, I need to lose some more weight, which means I'm gonna have to start adding some more exercise to my regimen here. But anyway, so Bernard Jordan was the genesis, as far as I'm concerned, as far as we understand the relationship between Dr. Dingleberry and, better known as Larry Reid, and Roslyn Weems. Now, they had this sort of prophecy circle of people who paid a certain amount of money. And these were the people that were supposed to be inside of this sort of prophecy kind of thing, right? Or prophecy kind of organization. And so these people were paying a lot of money. At one particular time, Tasha Global had told us she had given roughly somewhere around $62,000, I believe so, to Bishop Bernard Jordan. And like a couple of months ago, she told us that he was still calling. They were still trying to give some money to her, and they did not even paying attention to the fact that she don't have anything to do with them anymore, right? And so, it's been something. And so, in my opinion, when Larry Reid hooked up with Dr. Dingleberry, what happened is, when Larry Reid, who is Dr. Dingleberry, hooked up with Bernard Jordan, he learned sort of the prophecy kind of hookup of how he was going to keep himself afloat and going. And it all became sort of a prophecy grift, because Larry came from, doing these prayer calls and all of this other stuff that he used to do. And then he still does those prayer calls, by the way. Then he started doing, these calls where they would call people and give them prophecy, and he started advertising. Now, if y'all remember way back in the day, for those of you that follow this channel and follow Daryl Moore, y'all remember that he used to do these counseling calls, because remember at first he was saying he was some sort of licensed counselor. And then when Daryl Moore looked it up and found out he didn't have no licensing and no degree in counseling, he switched off of the counseling thing and then started doing the prophecy thing, right? And so it's been a progression of things that he has done to sort of change his image and change the stuff that he's doing, right? And so Daryl had told us years ago about some of the things that they were doing in their prophecy situation. And so, because at one particular time we saw some of the members of Larry's crew, like Shamako and Latrice, and some of these people were answering the phones and supposedly giving out these prophecies. Well, none of these people have ever been prophets. None of these people have been, they don't have no lineage in prophecy. So it was just never a situation where we could be like, well, who said you was a prophet, and where is your quote unquote spiritual daddy? Because, they all claim that they came from somewhere. So, we started asking a lot of questions. And of course, that got Daryl into a lot of hot water, because, every time Dr. Dingleberry would turn left, Daryl knew he was going to be left. And Daryl was going to standing right there with a fist out, a digital fist, to knock him upside the head. And he just couldn't get his bearings. And he couldn't figure out why in the world was Daryl always one step ahead of him. Daryl was always one step ahead of him. And it doesn't matter what you like, or whether you like Daryl or not, Daryl was always one step ahead of Dr. Dingleberry. I'm just saying. And for those of us that are out here talking about these subjects now, we don't really, we're not really as invested in that. I think because Daryl was a little bit more upset at the fact that, how Dr. Dingleberry was doing things and how Dr. Dingleberry disrespected him. And it sort of took on a life of itself. But that still doesn't negate the fact that what Daryl told us ended up becoming true, because Daryl was the first one to come to tell us that they were doing all of this stock trading and all of this stuff inside of this Patreon. And we were just like, what? And so we snuck over into the Patreon. So we like, well, what kind of advice or what kind of stuff is these people doing? And we was like, because this stuff don't make no sense. So then when we started researching it and we started looking into it even more, from our understanding and how we looked at it, we were seeing people being told to buy certain stocks. And when the price would go up, and in our understanding, it looks as if when they got the people to buy the stock, then they would share off their stock. And then next thing you know, the stock would crash, and it wouldn't be a hill of beans and wouldn't be worth nothing. I have even spoken to a woman who personally emailed me and told me she lost over $30,000 fooling with these people inside of this Patreon with this Patreon grift. Okay. So this is not a little bit of money. So when people are talking about, that people lost a little bit of money, that's just not the truth. There was some people who lost a whole lot of money. But let me just take a moment here before I get into this too much. For those of you that are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel, I do need tonight, especially tonight, I need at least 10 of you guys tonight to do $10. Okay. We haven't hit our goal in the last couple of days when we ask, and you guys know I haven't been on every day. So I do want at least 10 of you guys tonight to at least do $10, and I will keep you guys abreast on whether or not we hit that goal. But I just wanted to stop. I need at least 10 of you guys to do that right now. So if you can, please make sure you support the channel tonight with at least $10. All right. Now back to Roslyn Weems, back to Roz. So that was sort of the Patreon kind of grift thing. So, and it appeared to us that they would drive the stock up, sell the stock, get rid of the stock, and then people would lose money. And the lady that emailed me, or one of the persons that emailed me, I am taking a breath. CC said, take a breath. I know. I need to take a breath. So they would sell this stuff, and then people would just be out of a whole lot of money. Now, I don't care what you say. $30,000 is a lot of money to lose to somebody who's supposed to be this stock expert and supposed to be a person who claims to be a stock expert. Now, Larry had these people coming into this Patreon saying that they were stock experts and they was this and they was that. And then when push came to shove, then he started backtracking, but he was all out here promoting these people. He was all out here telling that these people were such stock geniuses that they could help you with the bull and the bear. And I think it was more or less more the bull.
The country.
Oh, yes. I know.
Had I known, I could have brought the lobster straight from my backyard.
One of the great things about my job is that I meet a whole lot of different type of people. And one person that I met is Roslyn Weems. And she is, if you're in Patreon, that's why right now you need to go to www.patreon.com/Larry Reid Live and sign up, because you get to go over there and talk to her and me and all of the stock market experts. She's an heiress, but she is a stock market expert, especially when it comes to the bear and the bull. Hell, she's good all the way around. She'll let you know what to do if you're a day trader or you're just getting into things. Come on over there to Patreon so you can meet. Can't you tell that she's a little snobby, too, little rich, white, black girl. Black, white girl.
The flex like that, right? The flex is real.
Surrounding my 68 acres in Maine, yes.
Well.
Let's go outside and pick.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
And if y'all couldn't see it, if you looked off at Bernard Jordan was he was looking all up off into the space. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care what nobody say. He had to know, or he had to know who this woman was. And you know why I say, ladies and gentlemen, he had to know why this information is so true and valuable. Pay attention to what I'm about to show you right now. This is why I think he had to know that this woman was a scammer. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion. You know, hey, take it or leave it. You can take it, leave it, do what you want with it. Let's pull this up. All right, let me share this with you, because you guys know we like to do some research around here. Okay, we just don't want you to take our word for what we say. All right, now the document that you're looking at on your screen is the United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Now, where's Bernard Jordan located? In New York. Okay, this is a case of Roslyn Weems. This case was all the way back from August 4th of 2011. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. This was from 2011. Okay. So this woman had been in court and gotten convicted of some stuff way back in 2011. So it did not take a rocket science for these people to do some level of research to discover that this woman was a scammer and a grifter. And if you're going to tell me that you're running a Patreon and you got people inside of your Patreon who are paying you, and you're telling people and advertising that people need to come to your Patreon, www, come on over to the Patreon where you can get all the stuff, and you could tell she's a rich little black white girl, just stupid stuff, right? And you get sucked on into that stuff. And the funny thing is, we come out and we say, hey, we're trying to give you guys good information and give you guys good content. Somebody, so something over here to help us keep these programs going and do the things that we need to do, right? So here we go. www. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen, y'all. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you again and again, y'all need to support good content creators who are really helping you. That's all I'm saying. So here's the information. Let's read this, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we pay close attention? Whereas on August the 4th of 2011, now this was before she was over here in Mr. WWW's Patreon, right? Pay attention. It says was charged in one count of information, and they put information into quotations. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm trying to get you done with this. Look at what she's charged with, ladies and gentlemen. Wire fraud. She was charged with wire fraud in violation of Title 18 of the U.S. States Code, Section 1343, whereas the information included in forfeiture allegation as to count one of the information seeking pursuant to Title 18, United States Code Sections 981, blah, 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 right? The forfeiture of all property, real and personal, that constitutes or is derived from the proceeds traceable to the commissions of the offense alleged in this information. In other words, at one particular point, from what I'm reading and understand, there must have been a forfeiture, meaning you have to give up something that you are in possession of because of what you have done with this wire fraud, and it must equal the amount of money that you have stolen or that you have taken. So one of the reasons why certain people will become homeless, one of the reasons why certain people will become, will get on the run and be having lives from a hotel room is because they don't have any property. They don't own any property. Now, what I anticipate, and this is just me, when certain people go to jail and get out of jail, I anticipate two things. Number one, they're going to change their name. Number two, they're going to go into the ministry. God's going to call them into the ministry. Why? Because they're understanding in order for them to get away with a lot of the stuff that they're doing, they have to be, quote unquote, a 501c3, right? This is what allows certain preachers and pastors to lease Rolls Royces and drive around and pretend like they're rich. And then when they take you into their closet, you know, only one section of their closet is full because they don't really have any money and they're just brand new. And that's why they buy all of this gaudy stuff and show up looking like a whole fool on the internet. This is one of the reasons why they do that, right? This is one of the reasons why they only lease the properties that they have, because they lease it in the name of their religious organizations or their quote unquote churches. And that's perfectly legal here in America, which is unfortunate. And so they have this air that they put on to make you feel like, oh, I'm wealthy. This woman told us that she could go to her backyard and pick up some lobster. Well, guess what? Just on our research, it ain't even her backyard. It was never her backyard. It was the backyard of one of the individuals that she was working for. She was an executive assistant to a gentleman, from what I understand, and it was his backyard. And guess what? That wasn't the house that she owned. It was the house that he owned. But that's a whole nother story, and I ain't got time to go there right now. It's a whole grift. So let's move on. So whereas on or about August the 4th of 2011, the defendant pled guilty to one count of the information pursuant to a plea agreement with the government, wherein the defendant admitted to the forfeiture allegation with respect to one count of the information, and agreed to forfeit the United States pursuant to Title 18 U.S. States Code and in 981 and the Title 28 U.S. States Code 2461, a sum of money equal to, drum roll please, ladies and gentlemen, $296,502.27 in the United States currency, representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of the offense in the count one of the information. So understand something. She committed wire fraud, and she had $296,502.27. Now, based on what we understand from the previous indictment and some of the other stuff that we saw, we know that she was wiring money and filtering money through an account, and that's how she was doing all of this stuff. Okay, allegedly, and we won't say allegedly because she was. The thing says here, she pled guilty to it. Whereas on November the 8th, now this is long before Dr. Dingleberry put her up into his Patreon and had everybody over there talking about this woman is a stock heiress and is a guru of some sort, and she is somebody that can help you when it comes to stock market, the bull and the bear, and all of this stuff. Now, this is prior to, ladies and gentlemen, him telling everybody in public all of this mess.
The country. Oh, yes. I know.
Had I known, I could have brought the lobster straight from my backyard.
One of the great things about my job is that I meet a whole lot of different type of people. And one person that I met is Roslyn Weems. And she is, if you're in Patreon, that's why right now you need to go to www.patreon.com/Larry Reid Live and sign up, because you get to go over there and talk to her and me and all of the stock market experts. She's an heiress, but she is a stock market expert, especially when it comes to the bear and the bull. Hell, she's good all the way around. She'll let you know what to do if you're a day trader or you're just getting into things. Come on over there to Patreon so you can meet. Can't you tell that she's a little snobby, too, little rich, white, black girl. Black, white girl.
The flex like that, right? The flex is real.
Surrounding my 68 acres in Maine, yes.
Well.
Let's go outside and pick.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Everybody sitting at that table, to me, is you got what you got, and she defrauded all of y'all dummies, and because y'all was sitting out defrauding other people, in my opinion, and using Jesus Christ to defraud folks, and that's what y'all are doing, and it makes no sense. But she got y'all got by a lady out there with not a dime in her pocket, and had already been convicted of this here crime. Everybody sitting at the table, grifters. Now pay attention to this. It says, now therefore it is ordered, judged and decreed that as a result of the commission of this offense charged in count 1 of the information to which the defendant pled guilty, a money judgment in the amount of $296.502 and $502.27 in the United States currency. That is the money judgment shall be entered against the defendant. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, that was long before they were sitting around that table. That was long before she was telling folks that she could go to the backyard and pick lobsters. That was long before all of that. And these individuals could have done just a smidget of research, and it would have told them every single thing that they needed to know in regards to this woman. Now, I venture to say with you guys, and this is a thing that I want you to understand. And just like Miss Lex put up here, you guys people need to learn to do their own research, especially when somebody comes online and tells you that they are a stock market expert and guru. Okay, they're a stock market expert and guru. You need to do your own research so that you can understand that these persons are lying to you and they're not telling you the truth. And you need to be able to do your research and know that, point blank in the period. Okay. I really, really believe that. All right. You need to do your research, understand who you're working with, and be able to call that out when necessary and when you see it. Okay. Now, I need, for those of you, like I said, that are supporting the show, make sure y'all do this and support the show. I need at least 10 of y'all tonight to support the show. So make sure y'all support the program, guys. I would really appreciate it. Where am I at here? Let me come over here for just a second. I'm going to put this down at the bottom. So now it says $12, but at least it needs at least 10 of y'all to do 10. That would be very beneficial. If you're looking to join the channel, you can join the channel. There's a link in the description. Everybody that is here now, I need for you all, I have almost 300 of you guys watching me. Please make sure y'all hit the like button before I go on to this next document. I only have 118 likes. Can we get the likes up, please? I would really appreciate. For those of you that are supporting the channel, please do so. That Cash App information is on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, and I will pin it to the or somebody can put it in there. I think Uncle Fred just put it in there for you guys as well. Y'all can actually support the channel by Cash App as well. I appreciate it. We got everything: Cash App, Venmo, the whole 9 yards. So y'all make sure y'all support the program. All right, so let me see where I was here. Now, before I go on to this, let me also say this because I wanna kind of get an understanding here. When she was over there with Bernard Jordan, before she ever was introduced to Dr. Dingleberry, she had already been, according to this document, you know, convicted. So whether or not she had acknowledged the fact, or whether or not they had acknowledged the fact that, according to this document, according November 10th of 2011, before she got into 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, because we didn't have COVID situation until like 2019, right? It was when the COVID thing hooked up. So way back in 2011, y'all, this woman had already been convicted. So all they needed to do was do some research and do some due diligence to find out who this woman was before they brought her in before their whole groups, because in front of their Patreon. And anybody who is inside of their Patreon at the time that they brought this woman in, you're not going to convince me that Bishop Ebenard Jordan, who was supposed to be this, this millionaire, this intelligent prophet, this intelligent preacher, and all of this stuff, you can't tell me that the folks on the internet can out research a person that has millions and millions of dollars before he presents them. Uncle Fred, you done misspelled my last name. The Cash App, that Cash App information is not correct. That's not correct. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me put the correct information. I just so happened to look down. There you guys go. That's the actual correct Cash App information. It's in the chat for you now. So yeah. What was I saying? But so long before that she ever made it to a Larry Reid with Bishop Ebenard Jordan, she had already been over there with him. And from what I understand, she was a part of this prophetic circle that they have going on over there. And I've told you guys in previous videos that Larry, from what I understand, has certain individuals that he goes after for the support of his so-called thing ministry that he has going on over there. And I don't believe it's a ministry. I don't believe that it's a ministry that has anything to do with Jesus Christ. I don't believe that it is a ministry that has anything to do with the scripture. I believe that it is just a false situation. I believe it is a false whole deal. It's a grifting, situation. And I think Daryl said when he started looking up information, it took him less than 15 minutes. So to me, it was just about the whole idea of these people getting other people to give them all of their money and to buy these stocks. Because I don't care what nobody say. The whole idea inside of that Patreon was to get people to buy a certain type of stock. And then once the people bought the stock and they could raise the price and the price was going up, I think certain people offloaded their stock and got rid of it. It reminds me of a dump. What do they call it? A pump and dump. You pump up the stock. Next thing you know, a whole bunch of other people have dumped their stock. And that's just my opinion. That's it is what it is. And that's just what I stand on. Because none of these people have come out and given an understanding of why they allowed this woman to come in their Patreon and do this stuff. They've given no public accountability. They've not come out and say, oh, well, we actually went to the criminal organizations in the country to let them know she was in our Patreon. I'm gonna give you another thing here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Because see, this is the stuff that really gets me, you all. Hold on, let me share something else with y'all real quick. Let me share something with y'all. This is the other thing that gets me. This lady was supposedly, she used to have all of these people going inside of their Patreon, inside of the Patreon, and she would have you guys purchase a course because she set up something called the Wealth Consortia, right? This was her organization. This is what she set up. And they got the fear mongering thing. The recession is coming. You can position yourself today to win. And she had all of these courses that she's teaching: master the market, day trading, optionomics. Now she don't have a license for none of this stuff. The man that she was working for, apparently he was in the financial industry, and she was his executive assistant. So whatever information was passing through him, I feel she was more or less, it was passing through her. So she took the information, and then she was pretending like she was some sort of guru, and she understood all of this stuff. Now you can literally go to this web page to this day, you all, and click these enroll now buttons, and it's going to still allow you to buy these courses with this woman's face on it. And she's charging, I believe, for this course $498.50. Master the market. Look at the price for this, $4,997. This stuff is still active and still up on the internet to this day. And I do not understand how this woman who has been convicted, and this is the other thing that gets me. I don't understand if the government is just not doing their job. Optionomics, look what she's talking about. Optionomics, she's charging you $3,000, almost $3,000 to learn this stuff. And this woman don't have a license. She don't even have a license to be teaching you none of this stuff. Okay? None of this, none of it. But this is the website that she has and that she's got going. Now you go back to it and you will see she said is small and nimble by design. We don't shuffle off to an impersonal virtual staff, nor do we discover blah, 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 blah. And this stuff is still up on the internet. That's what I'm saying. You all, this is what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm saying. And this stuff is still up. And this is Roslyn Weems Wealth Consortia. This was her company. This is her stuff. Pretty much. Hold on, let me see something. Where am I at? Oh, okay. Moderators, y'all are the best. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate all y'all. The moderators are phenomenal. All right, so that's that. So I just wanted to share with you guys that. Let me get to the next document I wanted to share with y'all. We're going to share this tab. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the other document here. It says United States District Court, United States versus Roslyn Weems. The defendant, this is her one count indictment. This is the title and the nature of her offense. The offense ended, I guess, on December 31st of 2008. She only has one count. But look how long, Daryl, it took them to sentence her. You see what I'm saying? Look how long it took them to sentence her. The defendant, and it gives you the defendant is sentenced as provided in pages 2 through 5, and it gives you all the information here, and then you have your other document here. But when you go down here, it gives you a little bit, in my opinion, of her personality, and you're able to understand a little bit something about her probationary terms. Now, I don't know if this is standard probationary terms, but I would feel like if you don't have any of these problems, they would not have to make these an issue of your probation. But according to this, let's draw this up a little bit bigger. It says she's gonna have drug testing. The above drug testing condition is suspended based on the court's determination. She poses a low risk for that. But she can't possess any firearm, ammunition. She has to cooperate with supplying DNA. And then it goes into standard conditions of supervision. She can't leave the judicial district. She has to report to a probation officer. What else it says down here? She has to answer all the stuff truthfully. And I think I read on here, said something about she wasn't able to even consume alcohol. So it was just a whole bunch of mess. But these are her additional probationary terms. She has to give access to any requested financial information. And she has to report at the time that they did this to her. She had to report within 72 hours. So if you read through all of these standard conditions of her supervision, and I'm going to leave this up here for just a second, you can clearly see something went on with this woman mentally, that these people felt the need to do this. Okay, that they felt the need to do this. And shout out to The 300 of you guys watching, I should be at least 175 likes. Can y'all please hit the like button, please? I even the bush people, I know y'all in the bushes. And I want to actually say something about bush people today. Let me say something about the bush people. I don't know what it is about this here internet that some of these people just cannot grow up and mature up enough. I know everybody's watching everybody. They're going from one content creator to the next. I don't care that y'all watch those other people. I don't care that you disagree with me on some stuff. As you can see, I had Dion up here. Dion didn't agree with me. Well, we were respectful to Dion. We had some disagreements. It is what it is. I just don't understand why people just cannot be mature and just grow up. I don't have anything against, really, I don't have anything against anybody. I come back and respond when people are saying stuff. I normally sometimes will respond. I don't say your name, but you know who you are. Some people are just YouTube antagonists. They want to antagonize everybody on the internet that they could possibly antagonize. I would rather just produce some content, give you some information, and help you to grow, learn, build, and do the stuff that you're doing in your life, right? And try to give you some level of encouragement, okay? And okay, Lynn. Okay, Lynn. Yes, Stewie, thanks you for your likes. I really do appreciate it. Just hit the like button. It don't cost you anything, and I really would appreciate it if you guys could do that. Thank you. I really do. Okay. Somebody says, Daryl says, mind you, she was living with the man. Right. She was living with the man. That's the other piece of information that she stole from, and continued living with him after she was even convicted. She lived with him for 20 years. She was still in the house when she stole the money from him recently with the new case that's going on. So this is like a lover's quarrel, lover's spat kind of situation, Daryl, in my opinion, because this woman is not able to sort of break away from him. And since she's not been able to break away from him, that's been part of the issue and part of the problem, because she don't have no money. And, you know, she's walking around here talking about she's some sort of heiress, and people sitting up talking about, you know, she's an expert and all this kind of stuff. And obviously she is not an expert. Obviously she does not know what she's doing. And you guys need to keep that in mind. And I marvel at the fact that none of these men have come out here and publicly apologized for bringing that woman to their congregations, to their churches, to their online audience. They have never done anything publicly to make restitution to the people who lost thousands of dollars in their Patreon. They have never done any of those things. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you understand, no, somebody, Stewie is a real character. Fitness is everything. Somebody's already trademarked that. Okay, somebody's already trademarked. Let y'all listen to me very carefully. They need to make restitution to those people that they allowed that woman to come in their Patreon, and they presented her as a stock market expert. Okay. They ran commercials saying that this woman was an expert, and they need to make restitution to the people that they harmed in this situation. And I'm just going to tell you, there are individuals who are looking into this a little deeply, and they are going to approach the right legal entities to get these individuals, because you will notice that they did not even mention this situation with the Patreon and the other grifting that was done. They never mentioned that stuff with her new case. So that is going under the radar, knowing that this woman has done all of these other things. So if you think for 1 minute that stuff is not going to be, you're not going to be held accountable for these things, just understand. I just want to give you the announcement. You are going to be held accountable. And I would suggest it would behoove you to come out and make public statements and try and pay those individuals who lost thousands of dollars from you presenting this person as a stock market expert. It would be beneficial for you to do so, because you did it, and you most certainly need to be held accountable for it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say in regard to that. Oh, she is most certainly a repeat offender. So when it comes to this big face lady, Roslyn Weems, you need to understand something. She is a grifter. She is a crook. And I anticipate that when she gets out of this situation, out of her jail sentence, I intend that this woman's probably going to change her name. She's probably not even going to use her name. She's probably going to go into ministry, because she's going to get delivered, and she's going to be doing the same thing that the rest of the folks do. Okay. All right, she's gonna be doing the same thing that the other folks do. Now I'm gonna drop this link for Daryl because I'm sure Daryl probably has a lot to add to this. I wanted to give you guys just a little rundown of this. Daryl, just stick to the case of Roslyn Weems and the other stuff. But I did drop that link for Daryl Moore. So Daryl Moore, you have the link, and you can most certainly can come up if you need to do so. And then I'm not going to hold you guys long. I just wanted to give you guys the information and make a public record that Roslyn Weems, if she could be going by another name, if you ever run across this video, we don't know. You just need to understand. She has been a grifter. She has been doing this stuff for quite some time. And it is all a ruse. If she's appearing to be giving thousands of dollars to people, just understand something. It's not her money. She's probably giving someone else's money. It's not her money. And y'all need to be aware of that. And you need to go look up some information, look up some indictments, look up some paperwork that will prove to you who this woman is. And then that way you guys will have a better understanding of her. Okay, I want to make sure that this is you, Daryl. Hold on before I bring you up because your camera's not on. You might need to go out and come back in because I don't see you if you. All right, hold on. Let me do this first before I bring Daryl up. I want to make sure it's Daryl. All right, Daryl, can you hear me? Daryl, can you hear me? Okay, I can't see Daryl. Can y'all still hear me? All right, there we go. Because I can't see you, Daryl. Daryl just dropped off. I'm sure he'll come back up. All right, hold on. Let me get this off the screen so I can make sure y'all can see my face here. All right, and I'm waiting on Daryl when Daryl comes back up. But yeah, that is the Patreon grift, ladies and gentlemen. That is a court case from way back in 2011. So people say that they can't do any research, and they didn't do any research, or they just was so deceived. You a deceived lie. You a deceived lie. All you had to do was 15 minutes worth of research, and you could have found out that this woman had been convicted of previous crimes, and one which consisted of wire fraud of over $200 and something thousand. So no, I disagree with these people. All they needed to do was some level of research, which they did not do, and all they had to do was their research. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to I think it was 2 of y'all. Let me see. How many of y'all? Let me see. All righty. Lord. Wait a minute. I ain't been in this app in a while. Did they change their not now. What are you doing? Okay, thank you. Shout out to, I can't say the names. I'm not gonna say the names. I'll just say RB for your $10 cash app. Thank you so very much. I ain't gonna say your name because some people don't want me to say their name. So shout out to you, RB. Do I need to drop the link, Daryl? Did he miss the link, or do I need to pin it? Here, I'll drop it again. I should have pinned this at the top of the thing, so in case anybody needed to come up, I wouldn't have to keep repinning it. But I dropped the link for Daryl. Hey, Leah, good to see you here too, by the way. In all fairness, Leah, here's the thing. In all fairness, Leah, where's Leah's comment? Here it is. In all fairness, Leah, she should have went to school, got a license, and did what was proper and did it the proper way like the rest of us. When I was working in the financial services industry, I'm licensed to do so. Okay, period. There's no excuse for that. Period. I understand legitimate people who are trying to do what she was trying to do, but in all fairness, she was a crook. And she's been a crook for all of this stuff for all of these years. And if she wanted to do it in all fairness, when she got convicted in 2011 and had to pay restitution, she could have went back and got her. She couldn't have got a license because she had been convicted of wire fraud. And see, here's the thing. she would have never been able to get no license because she had been convicted of wire fraud. And therefore, she would have never got any financial licenses. They would have never let her do it because of her conviction. And that was her problem. And I'm just saying. But I get what you're saying, Leah, but there's no excuse for this woman and no excuse for what they did whatsoever. Not in my opinion. There's no excuse for it. None whatsoever. What's up, Daryl Moore?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. What's going on with you?
All right. I'm gonna stick to the task at hand. I'm gonna be real. Everything about this lady is a lie.
Right.
If you just read through the court documents, this lady left Mississippi. She tried to go to junior college for a little bit. She dropped out, whatever reason, went to California. She met this man in California. She got hired to be his executive assistant.
Right.
Eventually, she moved in the house. According to her story, they developed a sexual relationship.
Now, was that in another document that I didn't download?
I sent you both of the documents. Yeah.
Oh.
And she said that when if need be, she'll go to court and testify to just that because he just recently put her out his mansion.
Daryl, why are you coming up twice on the? Oh, now you just dropped down again. Okay, because somebody came up as cigar vlogger again.
That was me. Me, but I didn't have my face on the screen. I had to go grab my shirt. I was laid out.
No, I'm just saying just now. I'm saying just now somebody came up as cigar.
Oh no, that was my cell phone.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, mind y'all, ladies and gentlemen, during these two court cases where she didn't got convicted of stealing, she was still living with this man. She lived with this man for 20 years. She didn't get out the house, put out until 2022. So keep the timeline. When did all this financial advisor stuff kick off?
Right.
Around the time she got kicked out the house. So if I was able to find information out like that in 15 minutes, you're not going to tell me other people couldn't have found the same information out. A simple Google search. All I did was type in and all the court cases popped up. Then I went on Pacer and looked up the two court cases. And she's gotten convicted of stealing money from the same man. She met that man when she was 30 and he was 63. So he's 30 years older than her, old rich white man. All this, I could go to my backyard off and get lobster. That was his property because he owned an island. He owns an island off the coast of Maine. And it's like 60 acres. That land that she bragging that she got, that's his land. Her name's not on anything.
Right. And so that just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, when you do a little bit of research, just a little bit, Daryl, is all that they needed to do, you can discover who this woman was. Now, just for the sake of the conversation, I'm going to go back to E. Bernard Jordan, because E. Bernard Jordan was the beginning of all of this situation, right? He, in my opinion, this is my opinion, because he should have been the one to do the research to stop her from being able to roll over into other people's ministries, other people's, lives doing this grift, because nobody did any research on this person. When you got this person up all the time, and the reason why, Daryl, well, how was she giving all of this money to them? Was she stealing? She must have been stealing from him that whole time when she was giving up all these large offerings and all this stuff at the ministry.
Oh, of course. The first time you read off how much money altogether total, she has stolen almost $500,000 from this man that they know, that the courts know about. Now you got to think she's been with this man 20 plus years. She's been sticking him for money. She probably stolen millions of dollars from this man and siphoned it off somewhere else. Probably at least $1 million.
Wow.
But the courts know about at least the $500,000 between these two felony convictions.
Wow.
And she was supposed to make restitution the first time she got caught. And according to court documents, she's only paid back about $8,000 of that.
Listen, I'm gonna say this to you guys. First of all, well, Daryl, I really think when she gets out of jail this go round, she's probably gonna change her information. She's probably gonna change her situation up. She's not gonna come out. I don't think she's gonna come out as no Roslyn Weems again, because that name is gonna be mud in the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't anticipate her doing that. So that's another reason why people need to pay attention to the picture. Look at because she might even look different. You know what I'm saying? And as a public
surgery,
right? So yeah, Now back to, into the other case, Daryl. You know, the whole thing with her, she committed fraud relating to this man's rental property because it was the rental property income. And what she did, according to this, it says Weems worked for an individual who resides in Portsmouth. The victim owned a luxury property off the coast of Maine that was listed available for rent for the internet at websites. In July of 2021, Weems coordinated the rental property for 3 weeks, generating approximately $52,000 in rental income. Weems arranged to have the payments diverted to accounts under her executive control rather than an account associated with the property's owner. Now, this is from the government's own website I'm reading here. The charging statute provides a sentence of no greater than 20 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. So they're saying that she has to make a restitution, which is mandatory, Daryl. They're not even giving her an option. They're saying that she must make a mandatory restitution of $250,000.
That was on the first charge, and that was 14 years ago. And she has only paid $8,000.
Well, this is the new one. Hold on, let me pull it up because I want you to see.
Let me go get the paper. I'll be right back.
No. Okay, because I'm gonna show y'all this on the website.
I got it highlighted.
Let me show y'all this. Scooby-Doo. Okay, I want y'all to understand. This is the United States Attorney's Office. This is the DOJ website I'm pulling this from. Okay, this is September the 12th of 2024 is where I got this from. You see what it says? It says the charging statute provides a sentence of no greater than 20 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. Restitution is mandatory. And that's in addition to the other 200,000, right, Daryl?
Right.
That's
You're right. I had to get my notes. I had it highlighted here.
Yeah. That's in addition to the other. So you're talking, ladies and gentlemen, $500,000.
Half.
And I agree with you, Leah. I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting on you, Leah. I'm just saying, because when I talk about this stuff, when it comes to these crooks, I'd be like, come on now, you know. And I understand what she's trying to do. Yeah, I get it. I understand what a lot of these crooks be trying to do, Leah, but it still ain't right. And this woman still is a crook, and she knew she was a crook. And the rest of them crooks, I don't care what nobody say. Bernard Jordan was looking all up in space, and the look on his face to me said, Daryl, he knew who this woman was. He had to know who this woman was, you know. And if he didn't know who she was, shame on him. I'm just saying.
I want to read something to the people. In page 2 of this document. Page 2.
I don't know if I have that one. I might not. If I do, it's probably on my hard drive. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going to read. It says, in 2021, a Boston couple sought to rent the Sheephead Island for several weeks during the summer. The total approximate charge for the rental was $52,000. Most of the communication was through email with the defendant. In the course of these communications, Weems directed the renters to pay for the rental via links she emailed to them through a web-based service called Reservation Key. When the renters made the requested payment, the result was that the funds were deposited into the defendant's personal PayPal account rather than any account associated with victim number 1 or his LLC. Additional bank records indicated the defendant then transferred the funds out of the PayPal account, primarily to a church where she was a member, or to her personal checking account. At no point were these funds transferred to the benefit of victim number 1.
Now let's stop for
and this happened in 2021 while she was giving stock tips.
Well, let's stop for a moment. The document says she transferred the money into where?
PayPal and her personal account, and then from there to the church.
To the church.
That she was a member of.
Now I don't know what
church. Who might that
is.
membership be with?
I don't know what church this is, ladies and gentlemen. I have a sneaky suspicion. I got an idea whose church this is, but that's very interesting. And Daryl, I find it very interesting that what she did in these people's Patreon and these other people losing all these thousands of dollars was not mentioned in this court case. This latest court case, a court filing, nobody mentioned the fact that this lady was still operating as a stock advisor and providing poor information without a license. That is illegal.
Right. And she did that, mind you, as late as 2-3 years ago with a felony conviction. You can't do that if you're a convicted felon.
Yeah, well, I got a
And
feeling.
she's been a convicted felon for 14 years.
I got a feeling.
She was giving stock tips as a convicted felon. I'm going to let that sink in.
I just got a feeling somebody's about to turn these jokers in, and they need to be paying very close attention. None of them have given a personal statement about this woman and come out to their followers and said to their followers. Now, I don't give a darn if you did it in Patreon. You advertise this stuff to everybody out in public, and you owe the public an explanation, and you owe the public something as it relates to this situation. And so that is Roslyn Weems, ladies and gentlemen. And so these people cannot be saying that they did not say it. They did not have anything to do with it. Understand, there's documentation out here. There are screenshots that can be shared. There are things that can be provided to the courts that will most certainly let folks know you are lying through your teeth and you need to be held accountable for this. And it's not going to go unnoticed. Just understand something. If you think you about to get away, you're not about to get away, just so you know. I'm going to leave my comments there.
And the last time that she just got convicted on, she stole $192,555.85 that they know of.
Wow. Well, you know, he's an older man, so that's why she was deceiving him. He didn't know what in the world this girl was doing, man.
Gave that man some of that peach cobbler.
That Georgia peach.
That Georgia peach, and he ain't never had, and let him stick his stick in the Mississippi mud, and he ain't never been right since.
Look, and Nola girl says she had classes on Clubhouse. My God, this lady was everywhere.
Damn.
Oh my Lord.
Damn.
But I tell you one thing, if we'd have put her number and told everybody that she would have to contact the doctor in order for them to get the information, they wouldn't have got it. Well, who you gonna call? Hi, I'm Dr. Now. Nobody would have got their money taken because wasn't nobody calling Dr. Now when they needed to. I'm just saying. They'd have still been rich. Okay, I done tickle myself. Y'all know I'm goofy. Anyway, they just should not have had this situation. This situation should have been a totally different situation. It honestly should have. Somebody said she would have done to marry him. Yeah, but I doubt if he's got any children or any family. But he ain't crazy. He not about to marry this woman and give her a whole island. He see how she handle business and how she do business. He ain't gonna marry her. Please, ain't no stuff that good. Ain't no woman, ain't no stuff that good for you to turn over a whole island. I'm so sorry. Nope.
In 2022, I want you to pay close attention to this time frame. In the year 2022, despite a career largely as an executive assistant, this is in the court document, defendant apparently created her own financial advisory firm called Wealth Consortia.
The one I just showed y'all.
The one that Marcellus just told. This didn't even exist until 2022.
Right. And even though she had already been convicted. And I wonder, Daryl, this is just a thought I'm having. You know, because it seems like the fix was on with Dwayne Youngblood in order to help Dwayne Youngblood make some money. He was creating a website. He was claiming he was writing a book. And so they were headed toward a direction of helping him to make some money and to profit off of this story. I just wondered, Daryl, did this wealth consortia and all of this stuff come into play before they brought her into their Patreon and brought her into their their situations? You know what I'm saying? In order for them to make more money and to legitimize her, I wonder, did they create these things in order to make her look like she was something that she wasn't, so they could use her to make even more money?
The people whose arms actually reach that high, the feds, they're going to look into that.
Yeah.
Because I have a sneaking suspicion everything is starting to come together nicely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It says at the time of her arrest, She reported her monthly income this last time at $20,000 a month. That has dropped by 75% to her current claim of $5,100 a month. As an independent, she's still going out here saying that she's an independent financial advisor.
And she just no, and I'm surprised that they didn't tell her that she had to stop that, Daryl. Well, and you know, because they should have told her she has to stop that. You can't call yourself a financial advisor and you don't have any financial licenses and none of that other stuff. So then I'm gonna need to make at least 2 phone calls myself. I need to get some clarity on something this week because something is off. Something is way off here, and I don't understand why the rest of this stuff hasn't been brought down. This website is still up, and shout out to the over 300 of you watching. I need for you all to hit the like button. I got 162 likes. I should be at least 200 likes by now, you guys. Somebody please hit the like button. Fall out of the bushes and hit the like button, please. I would appreciate it.
This woman is a career criminal, and the courts have said her involvement in the underlying offense was directly motivated by her desire for financial gain beyond her legitimately earned wages.
I'll say it again, Daryl. Read it again.
Her involvement in the underlying offense was directly motivated by her desire for financial gain beyond her legitimately earned wages. In other words, that was a nice way for them to say she's a damn crook.
Yeah, she's a damn crook and a liar. Gerald says, my question is, can they legitimately connect the dots with the father and spiritual son? If so, they done put themselves in a vice. TD Jakes on one side and USA on the other side, nowhere to turn. Well, they definitely have boxed themselves in, that's for sure. Listen here, interesting. I was a member when she came on the scene, and I contemplated investing because the folks were saying they'd receive big gains from her course. I honestly got busy and forgot. Wow. And I'm not saying there might be a piece of 1 or 2 pieces of information in there that could be legitimate. But here's the thing, Leah. If she just cannot, she doesn't have the skill set. She doesn't have the education to literally give you the truth in a more cohesive way in order for you to benefit. And even if she gave you the information in a cohesive benefit, in a cohesive way, she doesn't have the license, so that the New York Stock and Exchange Commission can come and hold her accountable for the information that she gives. And that's what ends up getting her sued, because she doesn't have the proper information to be giving out that stuff. She doesn't. No. Somebody said 5,100 is coming from selling the online classes. Probably so, because the website is still up.
Yeah. And she's going to be sentenced Tuesday, and it's still up. She's still scamming.
Is it the 12? Is it the 12? I thought it was a 10.
12.
Oh, it's the 12. Oh, God. Okay. So I will revisit this for about 15 minutes. I'll make that a part of Tuesday's program. But I'm just here to tell y'all, this woman is most certainly a crook, and folks need to stay away from her as far as they can, Daryl. So that's my opinion. You got any other thoughts on this situation with this crazy lady?
Well, let me skip here. Because this is some boyfriend girlfriend mess. That's why she got probation instead of prison the first time around. Then she did it again. This time put her out in the street in 2022, the same time she started her consortium business. And all of it's coming together.
But I wonder if she, is she still living with? Was she? Well, now I don't think she's living with him. Okay.
She's been out there since 2022.
Wow, that's crazy to me. Well, shout out to all of you. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. I got 173. Can y'all get me at least to at least to 200 likes? That would be great. And shout out to PB. I won't say your name. You know who you are, PB, for your support of $10. So we've got 2 of y'all that have done that now. So if I can get 8 of you guys to do $10, that will be great, and we will have met our goal for the night. And I know some of you who come behind this program and you watch the replay, the Cash App information will be in the description for you below, and you can most certainly support the program. So make sure y'all do that, and I will most certainly be talking with you guys on the next episode of the Mad Church Disease podcast. Now I'm gonna just tell you flat out, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm working on some content tonight, and I'm gonna be working on some programs, some more. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure you share this broadcast. I'm gonna make some more shareable content that you guys can share on from my Facebook page and so forth. So y'all be paying attention and get ready. Get ready. If you follow me on TikTok, you guys are about to be show enough blessed over there on TikTok, because I can share some stuff on TikTok that I can't share on YouTube. Go ahead, Daryl.
She's trying to get probation come Tuesday. Let me read to you her lawyer's justification for her only getting probation.
She ain't getting no damn probation, but go ahead.
Hold on, but I know, but let me let y'all your crowd here. Regarding medical needs, although Roslyn is not currently receiving treatment, she does have a very significant prior medical history, and including paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia.
Is that like heart attack or something? One of your arteries is clogged? What the hell that mean?
Basically, the nigga hyperventilating.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, can you? I would look that up. I'm like, what? What's that mean?
I did.
Okay, well, she weighed 4,000 pounds. That's why the hell she have hyperventilated. Go ahead, but I'm just saying. So she can't climb some stairs. She won't probation because she can't climb up the stairs. Okay, go ahead.
It says it required her to get a heart implant, and she's had viral meningitis.
Well, I know what that means, Daryl. She needs to call. You guessed it. Hi, I'm Dr. Now.
Oh, shit.
She need to call Dr. Now. What? These people kill me with this bull. Talking about she can't breathe. No, go see Dr. Now, you fat heifer. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Get you a brown paper bag and blow in it.
You fat thieving heifer. Talking about
the history weighs against incarceration and in favor of allowances during harm incarceration for her to seek treatment as needed. They want her to be at home with an ankle monitor on first year, and then, after that, let her go on about her business.
Listen here, Leah, if they haven't restricted that site, then we're gonna see why not, because I'm gonna have some questions for some people. I'm gonna be doing some due diligence. That's all I'm gonna say on that note. Yeah. So she's fat and she can't climb stairs, and she want to be at home with an ankle monitor on so she can keep eating butter and keep eating all her stuff so she can't breathe.
Did you just say damn eating butter?
Yeah, eating butter. That's what she over there doing, eating butter. That's why she can't breathe. And so she just need to, she waiting on that white man to die because she's mad that he ain't died first, because she thinks she's gonna be able to get that island and do what she wants. They better make sure they send somebody over there to watch that man, because if anything, she'll be trying to take that sucker out. So she'll be claiming it's her island. That lady's crazy.
The plane bus. No, let me stop.
Listen, Daryl, this is an episode of First 48. If you think about it, or the one that they do on CBS. I forget what it's called, 48 Hours. Where the lover killed the other lover. This is, in my opinion, if they don't watch this lady's crazy. No telling what she might do. She's sitting up there lying at a table talking about, I can go in my backyard and I can go get the lobsters from my backyard. She not saying that, we got to go ahead and take a boat and go way out there and drop the lobster traps. She talking about, I in my backyard. She's a backyard lie. That's what she was.
I could say something, but I don't want to offend your audience. Only crabs in her backyard. If you can, you have to get penicillin for.
Yeah, and not only that, it says Aaliyah says she gonna lose she had a lot of weight in prison. She sure is. She sure is. And I'm listen, when she come out of there right now, she maybe breathing hard and be mighty husky. And then when she come out of there, she gonna be river dancing. She gonna be river dancing. She gonna be hopping up in the air with full capabilities, because she ain't gonna be able to eat what she thought she was gonna eat. And it's funny though, Daryl, some people gain more weight while they're in prison though. Some people lose and some people gain. So I guess it depends on how much. Right. Yeah. If you don't have money, nobody to put money on your books, you're gonna lose weight. You know what I'm saying? But if you got money, that Tim Norman, oh my God, have you seen the picture of Tim Norman lately? Daryl, he fat as I don't know what, brother. That boy is huge, brother. He is huge. That's all I'm gonna say. Do Dr. Now ever go to prisons to do work? Because he need to show up at the prison.
Because that boy had childbearing hips before he went to prison.
And you know he probably, man, them hips is probably hipping. They probably hitting them bars as hard as he can. He probably have to go in his cell sideways. He ain't walking straight up through that cell. He got to go in sideways. That's all. That's all I'm saying, brother. He is not walking in that cell straight away. He's got to turn to the side. That's all I'm saying. He turning to the side. He is not walking straight up in there.
Oh, damn.
But it's the truth. It's the truth.
You know his mama putting money on his books because she still believes he's innocent.
She crazy. No, she don't believe he innocent. She's saying that to the public. She know that Negro is guilty, and she know he gonna be behind bars for the rest of his life, and it is her child. So she, as a parent, is gonna at least try to make sure he has a honey bun on his comments, on his books. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's a very wealthy woman. And think about it, Daryl. She was only creating those businesses for him. You feel me? Right. And now when he's gone, you see, she starts shutting everything down. Miss Robbie done shut out almost all of them places down. I think the only place that she has still open is that big one that she had. Does she still have the big one? Because I think she's shut all the rest of them down. Yeah, whatever. Somebody said maybe the lobster. Wait, maybe her lobster are freshwater crawfish, crayfish lobsters. I'm just saying maybe she was confused.
She's not from Mississippi, Louisiana.
Yeah.
She lives in New Hampshire.
Yeah, she say crayfish. In other words, that she cray cray. I'm thinking she cray cray.
No, well, you know, down south people instead of saying crawfish, they say crayfish.
Oh, okay, cray. Okay. I thought I thought you meant cray cray, as in she crazy as heck. Because that's what I'm saying. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's Roslyn Weems and the gift, and that is the unshakable connection between Roslyn Weems and Larry Reid Live. Okay, so people need to understand that, and I made my statements, and that's what I meant. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on your way out. Shout out to the cigar vlogger for joining me and giving us that information. There, I don't know why I don't have those other papers. I don't know what I did. I don't know
both because I got them right here. It's only like eight one documents, 8 pages, and the other one 7. So I sent you 15.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pull those because I don't think I have all of those.
I sent both. Yeah.
All right, my friend, but I appreciate you. I thank you so much for coming up. Shout out to the cigar vlogger. The Cash App information for both of us is on the screen. Support content creators, and I appreciate all of y'all support. Shout out to all of you that have Cash Apped and supported. Let me see where we're at, so when we're going off, I can tell y'all where we're at. Okay, PH, I thank you so very much for your support as well. Okay, so that I need 7 of you all to do at least $10, and we will have met our goal. So if you're watching the replay, please make sure that you support the channel. I appreciate y'all. All right, guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon, and make sure you press all notifications so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a member, a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button or somewhere around here, so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives, because we've got some sipping chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.